So this is going to be a super quick video of the Arrow titanium slip-on. Couldn't find really anything online about this one, so a bit of a gamble. But yeah, we'll install it. We'll get the sound levels, the decibels of the original and this one, and also compare the weight. I did accidentally order the black aluminium version by accident originally, so I did manage to get the weight of that, which was 2.3 kilograms, just under. So we'll see online, this one says 2.2 and the black aluminium one didn't have a weight listed. So yeah, let's start this up, get a reading of the decibels, and yeah, get going. I've just pulled it out the box now, and the finish on this is fantastic. That carbon end cap and the titanium looks excellent. This is the part number here, 71963PK. So that's the Indie Arrow titanium slip-on. From what I've read online, not quite worth getting the full system, not enough bang for your buck. But for me, it's more about noise, road safety. Because factory, it does sound good, the ZX4RR, but not quite loud enough. Okay, let's get the noise of the stock exhaust. I'll do start up here. To remove the stock exhaust, super simple, just the bottom clamp here and the nut up here. This top one here is a 12mm spanner on the back and a 10mm socket on the front. So I'll just crack that open now. So you just remove the bolt and washer and nut from the top there, and the bottom here is just a 12mm. Crack that open. Actually pretty tight from the factory, normally not that tight. So, there we go. It's already come loose. I'm going to use two hands for this next bit. There we go, stock exhaust. Okay, probably need to invest in some kind of tripod, really. Okay, let's get the stock exhaust in here. Still a bit warm. So we're looking at about 4.2 kilograms. So the dark aluminium one was 2.3, so it's already double that weight. I'm guessing the titanium is going to be similar, so let's try that now. Wow, there you go, 1.99, just under 2 kilos. So pretty nice weight saving. Tail tidy is also worth doing too, because that stock tail tidy was pretty heavy. I didn't weigh it, but it's a big chunk of metal. So yeah, on these little bikes, it's all about saving weight. So to install this, it's just the reverse of what we just did. We just need the clamp first, and then we just slip it up back onto the exhaust. Also comes with this lubricating paste, so we'll use some of that. Probably should really be wearing gloves for this. I'm just going to spread some on the inside here. Okay, so I just used a little cloth there to spread some of that lubricating paste around the inside there. I'll take our clamp, slip that over the edge. Let's see. Okay, so first problem this is not quite circle, so maybe damaged in transit there. Bit annoying, so mine came damaged from the factory. Not sure why, it was packaged well. But all I did, this part here wasn't circle, so I just put my screwdriver in between these gaps here and just bent it out a little bit. It's still super tight on there. So, a bit annoying because now I've got grease everywhere. So, let's get this the rest of it installed. So on the original exhaust, this part here went behind the foot peg, but just dry fitting, if I put it back there, there's very little clearance with the swing arm. So I'm going to try it in front, because I don't trust that swing arm not to hit it. And typically I'm just going to get this started, not going to tighten it fully, but the back of the supplied nut is a 13, and it's a 5mm hex bit on the front. So everything's a different size, even this little lock ring nut is only a 5mm. So I'm going to position mine with the nut facing backwards. So I'll just tighten up like that, and then we should be good to test it. Make sure there's no air leaks, and then we'll get the sound. So it's on. Typical 5-minute job, takes much longer than you think. I almost went back to the factory clamp here because this bolt is extremely long. I assume they use a generic one for every size. So I've positioned it a little bit further down just to avoid any contact with the swing arm. Because I got that paste everywhere, thanks to this being out of shape, I'm going to go over the whole thing with some WD-40 and also get rid of any fingerprints. So back in a sec. Okay, initial startup, got there in the end. So not much louder, but sounds excellent. Interestingly enough, the baffle screw is not installed from the factory. So we're going to try removing the baffle now, and we'll do another reading. So just an update on the DB killer. There's 2 welds that I've dremeled out. However, I still can't get the DB killer out because it's too tight. I've knocked it free from the weld. I can see there's a gap there now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think of something. Try going in through this end, but this curve is too steep, so I can't bash it from the other side. So I'm thinking of trying to find something that can go into the holes inside the baffle and hopefully allow me just to rotate it to get it out. But it's a really super tight fit, so once I get it out, it may not be the easiest thing to get back in on the move. But yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll test it with it out, and if it's too loud, I'll put it back in again. But yeah, not as easy as you would think. So it's actually a couple of days later, and the baffle is out. Not an easy job in the end to get that out. Essentially, there's 2 welds that you've got to grind away, and then I'll put in a little clip here, but had to use a slide hammer to use we basically created a hook that went through the screw hole here and hammered it out. And as you can see, it's quite soft metal, so I'll reshape this and may drill a hole in the bottom if I decide to use the baffle again, just to bring up that noise a little bit, just for road safety. But it sounds pretty good without it, not too loud. So let's give that a start. Sounds pretty sweet, actually. But yeah, anyway, that's just a quick video. Well, it was going to be quicker, but nothing's ever straightforward. Got there in the end though. So overall, pretty happy with the exhaust. Looks fantastic, and suits the 40th anniversary colors. So yeah, recommend.